Good morning, one and all. Students, I hope that you are well, okay, and taking care of your health. So, first of all, hearty welcome for today's session. And in this session, we are going to discuss a poem. Okay, the name of that poem is written here. The name is Statue. Okay. In our surrounding area, we have seen several statues. We have seen a number of statues. Okay. And why we are making the statue? Before going to start this poem, I would like to discuss the warm activity, and in that warm activity, we discuss the different types of statues, and these are the renowned statues in the world. See, students, the information has given here. The first statue is here that we would like to discuss, the Statue of Liberty. And see, at the middle of this, one statue is there, and in the right hand there is a torch. There is a torch of that statue. Okay, in the right hand there is a torch, and in the left hand there is a book. The statue is known as the Statue of Liberty, and that is located at USA, America. And it is a very famous statue because it is the tallest statue and gifted to the people of America by the people. It is see, I am talking about the statue which is given in the middle here. See, in the green color clothes is there, and that statue we are going to discuss here. That statue is famous as popular for liberty. It is called the Statue of Liberty. Okay, it signifies the freedoms and democracy. That statue signifies the freedoms and democracy. And in the right hand there is a torch, and in the left hand of that statue there is a book. And the torch signifies freedom, and in the left hand there is a book, and that book signifies democracy. That book signifies democracy. That is a famous statue located at America. It is the tallest statue, and more important thing is that statue is popular because it is gifted to American people by French people, by France people has gifted it. Okay, the second number statue, that is see, the first, in the first side, whitish color is there. That statue, that is Chris Redimier, Rio de Janeiro. See here, next statue. See, such a type of one statue is there. I am talking about that statue. Okay, the name of that statue is the Chris Redimier, Rio de Janeiro. That statue is located at Brazil. Friends, this is also a very important, okay, and very well-known statue located at Brazil. And the more important thing is that it signifies the Christian tradition. Okay, it signifies Christianity. Then the next statue is here. Okay, in the right side of the book, there is one more statue is having, and that statue is located at Egypt, and the name of that statue is Sphinx Giza. The Sphinx Giza, friends, it is the oldest monumental structure. Okay, it has a monumental structure, and it is a very popular statue located at Egypt. As like in our India also, we have well-known or some famous statues are having. The first one, that is the most popular statue, that is having at Gujarat. Okay, and the name of that statue is, I think, this Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel statue, and that is popular for Statue of Unity. Okay, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel statue located at Gujarat, and that statue is known as Statue of Unity. See friends, Now the question is arise here, what is meant by statue? Statue means what? What is meant by statue? Statue is a replica of a person, okay? A replica of a person or animals, okay? Or we may say that, we may also say that it is a cast figure of a person or animal, especially one that who is a very popular, who has done very who was a very famous at that time, and he has done something heroic in their life, and because of that we are making a statue of that person. For example, if you look at in our surrounding, then we are getting a statue, that is a statue of Shivaji Maharaj, statue of Ambedkar. Okay, so many statues are having there because we are making their statue. Reason is that because they have dedicated their life, and they had dedicated their life for the society, and they have done the great work, heroic work for the people. Okay, and by reminding this work and for their dedications, okay, to realize, or sorry, to renaissance their memories, and we are making such a great statue. And the poet, just a minute. Okay, see here, this poem is also talking about the statue, and as I told you, this poem, okay, this poem is written by James Reeves, okay, James Morris Reeves. Before going to discuss how this poem has developed, we will discuss how this poem has developed, what structure the poet has used, and what does poet want to say throughout this poem. All this point, line by line meaning, we will discuss in detail. But before that, I would like to discuss about the poet. Friends, this poem is written by James Morris Reeves. Okay, James Morris Reeves, and that is a well-known British poet and playwright. And he has written several poems. He has written several playwrights. Okay, and he was born on 1909. Okay, and died on 1978 at Britain. He is a well-known British poem, James Reeves. And one more important characteristics of that poet I would like to share with you, and that is most of his work addressed to the children. Means by thinking about the child psychology, he has written some work. James Morris Reeves has written this work. Friends, one more important point. Some books are published in his life, and that books I would like to discuss with you. And that is their notable work. And the first one is that the Christmas book. The first notable work of James Morris Reeves is the Christmas book. Second work is here the Forbidden Forest. Okay, and the Closed Door. Okay, these are his famous work. Now, friends, we will discuss how this poem has developed. Okay, what structure the poet has used means, and one more important thing, and the most important thing is what does the poet want to say. Okay, see, this poem also addressed to the childish. Yes, it is also addressed to the children, and the poet has used the child psychology. Basically, line by line meaning we will discuss, but in short, what does the message, what does the poet has given, that first of all we will discuss. That statue is located at a market place, and it made by the stone. That statue is made by the stone, and this statue is there from several years. Means when the poet was born, before that the statue was there. Before his birth, the statue is there, and that statue was looking, his face is looking, all these things the poet has depicted in this line. It looking the solemn, it means the serious. Okay, and what does he say that? Okay, from so many is here. Okay, so many years, from so many years, that statue is located in the marketplace. And when the poet saw, at that time he had a single question, and he was eager to know what does he want to say. Okay, that statue is pointing something, and poet had a question, what exactly he want to say, and by taking the reference of this question, he has written this poem. We will discuss the line by line meaning of this poem. So friends, open your textbook, and then after we will discuss the line by line meaning of this poem. See, on a stone chair in the marketplace sits a stone gentleman with a stone face. Okay, the first two lines we will discuss first of all. See, on a stone chair, the statue is located on the situated on the stone chair. Okay, in the marketplace means the very first line is giving a description about the location. Where does means where is that statue? Where it has located, that point poet has described or discussed. It means, see here, the statue is located in the marketplace. Okay, next point. Sits a stone gentleman with a stone face. See, a stone gentleman. Okay, the posture. What is the posture of that statue? The question may be there. In which posture was the statue carved? The statue has carved by in a sitting posture. Okay, yeah, in a sitting position, in a sitting posture, the statue has carved, and so if the line is here, sits a stone gentleman with a stone face. It means what? The poet tells us that what material has used to make it. Okay, that material description has given by the poet. In the first line, poet is telling us about the location, where it has located. Okay, it means he is talking about the location. Second line tells us from which material it has made. So friends, it is made by the stone. Okay, next line. He is a great, he is a good, he is old as old. How many years I have not been told. See, he is a great. Already I told. That statue is a great means that person was a great. And I told you we are making or we are building the statue of a great personality to express our gratitude towards them. And here the poet also tells same things. He is a great, he is a good. The statue is a great. Means in his life he was a great personality. He had done something heroic for the society, and because of that we are expressing our gratitude towards him by making the statue. He is old as old. How many years I have not been told. See, from how many years it is located here, it is situated here, the poet was unable to tell it because he also exactly not knowing from how many years it is there. Okay, great things he did a great while ago, and what they were do I don't know. See, the childish mind is presented here. The poet tells us that great things he had done. He had done something heroic in his life. Okay, he had done something great work. And because of that, as like Ambedkar, as like Shivaji Maharaj, as like Mahatma Gandhi, okay, we are making their statue because their work is great. Even today also we are reminding Shivaji Maharaj. Why? Because his work is a great, that work will not end. Okay? Because of that, and to express our gratitude towards their work, we are making their statue, and as like it, that statue, that person had done something heroic in his life. He had dedicated his life for the society, for the development of society, and because of that, the poet tells us great things he did a great while ago. Okay? Yeah. See here, the great thing he has done, and because of that, the statue is there. But what was their work? what kind of work he had done, the poet was totally unaware about these things. Okay, but solemn. Solemn means here, note down, friends, note down the meaning. Solemn means here, serious, serious. And sad is he's a great square face. Square face, okay? As he sits high up on his square stone base. See here, face is square. Square face means here broad, broad. The meaning of square, as it is, don't take the meaning of this. See, square face means not that square we are taking into consideration the mathematics. That square is not here. Here the meaning of square means here broad face. Okay, means here physical appearance has given here. How it look? But solemn means it appear very sad, it appear very solemn, means here serious, it looks serious. Okay. He sits high up on his square stone base. And where he is situated? On the stone base. Okay. Seating posture is there. What kind of posture he has? It has crave. The question might be there in your exam, and the answer is there. In the seating posture, that statue has crave. Day after day he sits just so. Okay. From so many years it is there. Okay. With some words in a foreign tongue below, and there is some words are written, and I think that is written in a foreign language, and the poet was unknown. It was unknown language for him, or we may say that he was unable to read this language, and so the word is here foreign language. Okay. Whether the winds blow warm and cold, so many years. From so many years, that statue is there, and whether the wind blows warm and cold. Okay, then also, next page. His stone close altar never falls. See here, look at this. If I were straight, okay, then we are getting fold here. Look at this, folds are getting here. Am I right? No. If I made this straight, then it will be like a straight. But if I made like that, then we are getting the fold on this. But from so many years the statue is there. Okay, so many years statue is there, and then also his stone close altar never a fold. Then also it doesn't got the fold to his stone clothes. Okay. One stone hand he rests on his knee. See, seating posture is given. Look at the statue. One stone hand, where it is? He raised on his knee. The one hand is having on his knees. Okay, that one hand of that statue is having on his knees. With other stone hand, he points at me, and by the other hand, he is pointing something. Okay, what is the sitting posture is there? What kind of posture is there? What is the position of that statue? That as described by the poet in this line here. Okay. Oh, why does he look at me in just that way? The poet had a question. Why this statue is looking towards him? Okay, what has happened there? I am afraid to go and afraid to stay. Because of that, the poet had a fear. The statue is pointing towards him. The statue is looking towards him, and because of that, the poet was afraid. Stone gentleman, what have you got to say? The poet had a question, and the question is here. He was eagerly enthusiastic to know what does the statue want to say. Okay? What does he want to convey? What does he want to suggest? Or what does he want to say? That question, he was eagerly enthusiastic to understand, to know this thing, and because of that, the last line is here. What have you got to say? See friends, here we have completed this poem. Now some more important point that I would like to discuss with you. The first point is here. That is a figure of speech of this poem. And the first important figure of speech is here. That is an alliteration. Already I told you what is meant by alliteration. Alliteration means what? Repetition of consonant sound. Repetition of consonant sound which create the rhythm, that called alliteration. Note down the examples of alliteration. See, first line is here. Sits a stone gentleman with a stone face. Sits a stone gentleman with a stone face. Repetition of consonant sound. S is repeated here. So it is a perfect example of alliteration. Another example of alliteration is here. But sorry and sad is his great face. See, repetition of consonant. S, again S is there. Next one, whether the winds blow warm and cool. W, repetition of consonant sound. W is there, and so these are the examples of alliteration. Friends, you have to note down this. Okay. Next point is here. Next example is here. That is an example of metaphor. Another figure of speech is hiding in this poem. That is an example of metaphor. What is an example of metaphor? See here. Okay. Metaphor is what? One more example I would like to give you first of all, and then after I will point out an example which is given here. It is raining cats and dogs. It is raining cats and dogs. It is an example of metaphor. Actually, what does it mean? Raining cats. Are the cats and dogs are raining? In reality, the cats and dogs are raining? No. Okay, they are frightening each other. Okay, actually they both are enemies. Then what does it mean? It is raining cats and dogs. It means it's raining very heavily. It's raining very heavily, and that's why I like it. One more example is here. Sits a stone gentleman with a stone face. Stone face. That is also the example of metaphor. Okay. So students, note down all these things, and you have to point out the rhyming words and rhyming scheme from this poem. I hope that you understood all this poem very well. If you have, yes, and you have to point out the rhyming words and rhyming scheme from this poem. Okay, and in the Google Meet I will discuss all these things. Thank you very much.